Yes, everyone. So finally, we're getting to the juicy bits of the course. What I like to call the optimum trade entries. So this is pretty much the type of setup that I would actually look at. Usually in terms of the higher time frame, 1 hour or 4 hour. And then of course I would wait for a confirmation trade. So rather than enter on a risk such as a limit, I would usually wait for some kind of break structure on the lower time frame. But this is the type of entry that I'd obviously be looking on weekly analysis, for example. So what you see on my weekly charts whenever I send my analysis through. But yeah, guys, let's just get into it. So this is going to be the introduction of pretty much the essential requirements of what I like to see for every trade. So first things, when I actually get on the charts, is actually look for liquidity. Where do I see the three types of liquidity that we explored in the first section of all of the technical part of the course? So the main thing in all of my optimum trade entries is understanding of liquidity. Price will always create liquidity and gravitate towards it eventually. So remember how we've got the three types? They're the three types that I'd be looking for. You've got the buy side and the sell side liquidity. Then you've got the equal high, equal lows. Um, you've also got the liquidity voids that we also look at, and of course, trend line liquidity from the retail side. Then once I understand what's going on with the liquidity, I also take a look at market structure. In a way, these two are interrelated because to look at liquidity, I also need to look at market structure and see where price needs to go. But it's basically just the understanding of technical direction of where we're heading. Are we currently in an uptrend or downtrend? And from that, I can make my bias with my other confirmations as well. Third confirmation is the time of day and week. So when it comes to the higher time frame, maybe the 4 hour or the 1 hour for me, I would always consider how far into the week are we? What can we expect if we're at a Tuesday London session? What can we expect if we're in a Monday session, for example? For example, it could be just some consolidation for that day. So even if it gets to my point of interest, I might not enter because it's still a Monday, for example. Another thing as well, when you actually get into the trade and obviously are looking for confirmation to enter, time of day is very important. So understanding, are we getting into a retracement from New York, or is it going to be a New York reversal? Things like this. And then last but not least, it's fundamentals. Now that's we haven't covered this section at all yet because it's it's actually the second main part of what I teach. I actually say fundamentals is way more important than technicals even, because you may have the perfect technical setup, but fundamentals will always outweigh it. So yeah, guys, that's just my essential requirements. Keep this, take note of this, and also incorporate it into your plan. So whenever you get on the chart, this is exactly what you look for, and you've got to keep it clear and ready for you to actually look for your entries now. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next few videos.